Welcome to week 11, project monitoring and control. From week 2 to week 10, we have covered the most important project constraints and the tools and techniques to control them. In this week, we review the control process in general, and we will learn how to implement earned value management. By end of this week, you should be able to understand the project control process, the project performance monitoring and evaluation, project audits, earned value management techniques, schedule performance index, and cost performance index. Let's review the control cycle together and review the monitoring and control concepts. As usually we confuse monitoring and control together. I have prepared a simple flowchart. Let me bring that up, which explains the concept and it's easy to understand. So as you can see in this flowchart, the control cycle starts with establishing standards and then observing the project performance, which is monitoring, followed by comparing actual versus plan, which is again part of monitoring. Now, if there is a gap between actual and plan, considering a standard, then corrective action should be taken to close the gap, and that's called control. It means controlling the project failure and bringing the project back on track. Sometimes while you're monitoring the project performance, you envisage potential failure in your forecast. And to stop that from occurring, you take preventive actions. And preventive actions usually are cheaper and easier to implement. And a good project manager spends his or her time on preventive actions rather than corrective actions. So basically the monitoring task are part of the control task or control cycle, as you can see. And in other words, a control cycle without corrective and preventive action is a monitoring process only. So now a couple of questions for you guys. My actual costs are less than my budget. Is my project doing well? Or another scenario, let's say my project actual costs are higher than the budget and the project is halfway through. What is the cost to complete? My project manager keeps telling me not to be worried about the cost overruns because the rest of the work will cost less than the budget. Is that something that should I accept, or is it probable? What should I do? So you wouldn't be able to answer these questions unless you implement a proper earned value management techniques. So earned value method measures project performance against the scope, schedule, and cost baselines. So results from earned value analysis indicate potential deviation of project from the scope, schedule, and cost baseline. Let's say you as a project manager manage your project performance by comparing actual versus plan. So using this method, you could easily be on time but overspent. So in order to avoid that scenario, using earned value is more accurate, more reliable, because it integrates the cost, time, and work done, which is the scope, and can use to forecast future performance and project completion date and time. So what is cost performance index? In a simple form, say cost performance index says how much worth of work we are getting by every dollar spent. So if you get any value more than 1, so the cost performance index CPI more than 1, it means you are earning more than what you are spending. And the schedule performance index in a simple form says we are progressing at so and so percentage of the rate originally planned. So an SPI of 0.9, which is less than 1, shows lesser rate of the progress compared to plan rate of the progress. So while reviewing the cost performance index and schedule performance index, anything less than 1 is not good, because CPI less than 1 means over budget, and SPI less than 1, it means delaying your project completion. Please read the materials which is provided here for you, the slideshows, slideshow 1 and slideshow 2, and please participate in a discussion forum as part of your weekly assignment. And if you have any question, please bring it to my attention here in this forum, or you can email it to me. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much.